21-year-old Tamatha Paul is a breath of fresh air in one of our oldest tertiary institutions, becoming their very first wāhine Māori to be elected student president.
There's so many ways that the educational structure disadvantages Māori, and there's so many people like myself that are willing to contribute to it to make it less so.
Steeped in colonial history, she's ringing in the change at Victoria University.
She's a pioneer already, breaking new ground and walking back up the stairs to say, well, if I can do it, you can do it.
Tamatha was elected president of Victoria's Student Association earlier this month after a successful campaign on issues that were close to her heart.
Uni is really stressful for everybody. Doesn't matter how rich your family are or where you come from. If it isn't your studies, then it's your finances. And if it isn't your finances, then it's your health. But what are we actually going to do about it?
That's kind of how I got into it, and just kind of catching that bug for like campaigning and being able to create real tangible change is, I think, the most addictive thing about it. And then also seeing the benefits that come into other people's lives.
She says she never campaigned on the fact that she would be the first wāhine Māori president, but given the university is over a century old, it was about time.
It's an honour to be the first, but it's also a little bit sad that, you know, Victoria's been around since 1899 and VUWSA has been around for like many, many decades, and that we're only just now getting our first wāhine Māori president. And I think about all the very capable like Māori women that I know have come through this university, and I just think to myself, you know, like, if only VUWSA had like grasped those opportunities rather than sticking with what they've traditionally stuck with. But I'm really happy, like better like now than never, I suppose.
Tamatha was dux of Tokoroa High School, pretty impressive for someone who describes themselves as an angry young person and a less than perfect student.
I think it came from being from a small town, being Māori, and always having decisions being made for us, and I always felt that that was wrong. And I think that's what interested me in being able to represent the people that were around me and myself properly, rather than having other people speak for us.
Helping the community in her hometown is Tamatha's main motivation for pursuing a tertiary education, becoming the first in her whānau to go to uni.
I always thought to myself, I'm the first, I need to do this strongly and I need to make my family proud. They're just so supportive and so proud, yeah.
And it wouldn't have been possible were it not for a generous $30,000 grant. Would university have been an option if you hadn't got that scholarship?
Nah, no way. I'm so appreciative for that scholarship, and there's no way I would have been able to go to uni without it. Yeah.
Her historic appointment is being applauded by Victoria University's Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Rawinia Higgins.
About 11% of our student population are Māori. We're hoping to grow that over the years. So I think with people like Tamatha showing leadership in that space, it sends a signal that Māori voices are wanting to be heard at the university. So I have the utmost faith in her and her leadership style.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
How's it going?
She's still keen to learn and make new connections. Tamatha was introduced to MP for Rongotai Paul Eagle while she was campaigning for the presidency.
I can tell you this, when she came in, she needed no help. She was very clear around what she wanted to campaign on, and that impressed me. You know, I thought, wow, this person's pretty special.
Eagle is the first Māori man to win a general electorate seat in Labour's 100-year history, and the two now catch up regularly. He says her energy and fresh ideas offer something unique to the presidency role.
She will bring a completely different perspective, and she will be magnetic. She will attract a new kind of student and probably open doors to people who thought that's sort of an institution. But with Tam there, she'll be able to now open those doors up and go, welcome, haere mai.
Tamatha says while she's not aligned to one particular political party, she's always admired former Prime Minister David Lange.
He was a Prime Minister for the people, He's just an amazing orator. I wish I could speak as well as him, and hopefully one day I will be able to. I like the way that he articulates his thoughts and the way that it's always like people-centric.
And tonight she's channeling her idol, making an oral submission at an environmental select committee on offshore oil permits.
How can we fulfil this duty when some of those entrusted with the resources that we need to prosper are so short-sighted and preoccupied by economic gain and innovation that they cannot see the long-term irreparable damage that they are contributing to that we have to deal with?
It's just about having our voice heard and being considered in those conversations. It's just hoping that it informs their decision-making, and that's why I try to appeal to people's humanity. If you can get someone to empathise with you and with your cause and with your kaupapa, you'll probably be a lot more powerful.
Hi.
Despite being the first female Māori president, Tamatha certainly doesn't feel alone.
I'm very lucky that I've been able to be surrounded by tuakana that have kind of helped me through this experience, and I wouldn't be here without them for sure. And that's just like older students and lecturers and just like older figures in my life that have all like helped me get to this point.
Tamatha is excited to lead a new executive team next year, one that better reflects its 22,000 student members.
It's definitely the most diverse group of students that we've ever had. It's 70% people of colour, and I think that that's just like a real strong point for us. I'm just like buzzing with ideas about how we can bring it all together and how we can all like work together.
In December, Tamatha will graduate with a degree in political studies at VUWSA's Te Herenga Waka marae before taking up her role as president, the first step in what looks like a promising future in politics.
She's got a bright future ahead. The council chamber of the Victoria University is too small. She'll be knocking on Parliament's door.
This amendment has the power to change.
Her appearance at Select Committee, a taste of what's to come.
I'm not as embarrassed to say that I want to be a politician anymore, because I think that I have like the values that are missing and, you know, the humanity that's missing. So yeah, I would actually love a career in politics.